reasons that we have guinea pigs relinquished to our rescue is that the children lose interest. I believe that's a combination of children get busy. Schools are very demanding these days. The kids are on the track team, the football team, the netball team, whatever team they're on. And it amazes me that the schools expect such a dedication from the children, practices after school every night, and games at weekends. If you have a very talented child, whether that's in sports or arts, with dance or music, please consider your child's commitment to those interests, because the guinea pig is also a commitment. And if your child is overwhelmed with all its commitments that it has to do, then the guinea pigs will be the last thing that that child gets to. So do consider that before adopting. Allergies, I mentioned that before. Make sure no one in the house has allergies. Make sure your landlord approves if you are renting a property. Don't try and sneak them in. Chances are you'll be found out, and then it becomes pretty traumatic that the animal has to be removed. Moving. Today's economy and changes, job losses, people are often unexpectedly having to move, and they don't always take their animals with them. So please make sure this is a consideration if you can. Now, life has a way of, throwing the curved ball at anyone. So don't get yourself overwhelmed. If you love guineas, make sure that you've got family members or you have the ability to make sure that that animal can be returned to a safe place. If it's a rescued animal that has come through an adoption agency, ask if that agency will take that animal back if something were to happen. It's not your intention, but if it were, make sure that they have a place to go. So, let's just talk about the basic health tips. So we know that they're on the bottom of the food chain. So what happens is that they mask their illness very well. So when you finally see that there's something going on with your guinea pig, chances are it's been going on for a while and it's pretty bad. Don't call your best friend and ask their opinion if you think your animal is critical, or call a rescue. You need to get your animal to a vet. And if you can identify your vet beforehand, that reduces your stress of putting your animal in the carrier and going to the vet. You already know exactly where that vet is, and if you've taken your animal for a routine checkup, the vet already has that animal details with them. So think of that ahead of time. If they stop eating, if they stop drinking, if they stop pooping as a consequence of stopping eating, you have a very sick animal. So as you're cleaning the cage, as you're feeding your guinea pigs in the morning, make sure, and this is a strange thing to say, but make sure you're noticing that there are fresh droppings in the cage. Watch your guinea pig for a minute or so to make sure when you put his favorite vegetables in that they are going over and they are eating them, all right? Sometimes tempting to throw veggies in and then run for your shower in the morning. So make sure they are eating. If your guinea pig is very lethargic, just not acting itself, you'll know your own guinea pig's behavior. If it's not doing its normal things, there's something wrong. Labored breathing, hard breathing, noisy breathing, wheezing, all these things are a concern for a respiratory infection that needs to be seen. It needs to be treated by a vet. Crusty eyes, crusty sort of mucus around the eyes is a symptom of a guinea pig who is having some kind of issues. Head tilt. It's kind of cute because the guinea pig suddenly starts going like this, but it stays like that. And that is not normal. There could be problems within the ears or neurologically, and that can progress to the guinea pig actually going right over on its side, walking in circles. So if you begin to see the head tilting, you really need to get it to a vet. A rough, puffed up coat. Classically, I see a guinea pig sitting in the corner of the cage, nose in the corner, with the fur puffed up, hunched over. It's just sitting there. It's feeling really lousy at that stage, at that point. Hair loss. Hair coming not normal molting. Scabs on the body, excessive itching and scratching to the point of opening up wounds on its back. This is probably indicative of parasites of some sort, mites or lice. And again, you need to get that animal to a vet to get it treated for that. If a guinea pig starts falling over, loss of balance, that is obviously a concern. If it starts limping or dragging a foot, these are all reasons that you don't need to hesitate to get to a vet. When you check your guinea pig, and I hope you check it weekly with weighing the guinea pig so you can track its weight and just looking over the guinea pig, check its feet. The feet can get infected. It's called bumblefoot locally, and they can get little infections on their feet. The feet become red, swollen, there may be scabs there, and that also is a concern, infections on the feet. Consistent temperatures over about 90 degrees. The guinea pigs will begin to suffer from hypothermia, especially if they are pregnant sows. Here in San Diego, we can often have a heat wave and we're having consistently hot days, and that will increase the likelihood of you losing your guinea pig if you don't keep it in a cool environment. The guinea pig will lay flat out, its belly on the ground. It can drool, and its breathing becomes labored. That's kind of the first stages. Then it will go on to have seizures, and it will die. I had someone bring guinea pigs to me on a warm day in their car. It was a very small carrier that had a plastic carrier inside. There were 2 full-grown guinea pigs in the carrier. She brought them to me to have their nails clipped. They were in the car, the air conditioning was on. But guess what? There was no air conditioning getting to these poor guinea pigs. So not only was it warm, but their fur were cooking there inside these carriers. So by the time they got to me, they were splayed out and drooling. So be aware of that. They're very sensitive to the heat. Yes?
What would be a good solution if your home just gets hot and you don't have air conditioning and there's not a whole lot? Do you just like blow a fan? Can you maybe stick a slab of ice? Or what would be your best solution?
So how do you deal with those hot temperatures if you're in a house that doesn't have air conditioning? Certainly get them away from any direct sunlight and see if you can get them in a cool breeze. Fans will help. I've heard people get towels that they dampen, put in wet water, sort of drape over the cage so that the fan will put cold water in the pig's environment. You just get a water bottle and you freeze it.
Okay.
And you can throw 1 or 2 of these into the cage in the mornings and leave that with them. Ideally, air condition is your optimum choice, but if you can't do that, then you need to do everything that you can to keep them cool. Those would be my main suggestions. This is what we use. Make sure they have access to fresh, cool water at all times. I have heard people going home at lunchtimes to check on their animals when we're in a heat wave as well. Yes?
We used to do with our bunnies, you just get a tile from Home Depot or Lowe's and just set that on somewhere cool that they can escape off of. And that helped our rabbits.
Right. A very good suggestion is the ceramic tile, and it's cheap and they will go and lie on it too. And you can actually have those in the refrigerator or in the freezer and rotate them as well. You can use that for chinchillas. Even a marble slab is very nice. All right, so that is that. So healthy diet, obviously hay is a requirement of a rodent guinea pig. They need hay to keep their teeth down, ground down, and to help their digestive system. They need Timothy or orchard hay, generally, or bluegrass hay, nice healthy green. all right? Don't give them the brown, dried up stuff. They won't like that so much. And it should make up about 75% of their diet. That's why I'm saying if you've got bad hay fever with grasses and hays, you're depriving your guinea pig of its healthy diet, basically. So hay is the largest part of their diet. And pellets. The pet stores like to appeal to humans. They put colourful, inappropriate things in guinea pig food. Seeds, dried banana chips, all kinds of interesting things, dyed, processed food. You need a plain green pellet, probably based on Timothy hay for most guinea pigs. They could be based on alfalfa hay for the younger guinea pigs or the pregnant females. But don't be roped in with that colourful, cute stuff in the food bowls at the pet stores. If you served your child a plate full of colourful candy for supper, or your staple meal, which is your child going to choose? It's going to choose and pick out those colourful, cheap, sweetened things. Yes?
The pellets?
Yes.
To what age do you give those to?
Pellets of all age, guinea pigs of all ages need pellets. Adult guinea pig only needs about an 1/8 cup of pellets a day, in addition to its hay and the vegetables as well that it's going to get.
Do they have to get the pellets if you give them an enormous amount of vegetables? So to
Some,
provide the vitamin C through oranges and peppers and things, do they in addition still need the pellets?
some folks believe that a diet with hay and vegetables is all the guinea pig needs. And they actually don't give pellets at all, because even the basic healthy pellets are processed to a certain extent. So they just keep it very, very natural for the animals. That would be your choice. That would be your choice. I've seen some very fat, healthy, elderly guinea pigs on only hay and vegetables. So don't think that that's depriving them in any way. If you have a male guinea pig, the one thing you do need to be aware of is to do its bore care. And I'll be happy to talk to you more about this afterwards. But basically, a boar will need to have its anal sac checked on a regular basis, and its private areas checked over and cleaned. That will be also at least monthly when you're doing the nails. Male guinea pigs have nipples the same as female guinea pigs. That can confuse people when they're trying to sex the little babies of which is which, but they have it. They're just not functioning like the humans. If you take your guinea pig to a vet who is unfamiliar with guinea pigs and the vet prescribes penicillin, this is not a good choice of antibiotic for guinea pigs. It can be used for rabbits, but not guinea pigs. Penicillin will destroy the natural flora of the guinea pig gut, and the guinea pig may well end up with diarrhea and dying from the consequences of the side effects of that antibiotic. Vitamin C. This is another big discussion point. Do I give additional vitamin C, or do I not? Do I just give healthy vegetables? If you choose to give vitamin C, and I mentioned they should get about 30 milligrams a day, an average healthy pig, you can do it a couple of ways. You could get unsweetened natural cranberry juice and dilute that in their water. You can give vitamin C that way, but you must make sure that the guinea pig is drinking it. If they're used to only drinking water and you suddenly start adding the cranberry, they may not like it, they may stop drinking the water, and that's not good at all. So if they don't like that in the water, don't do it. You're going to have to give that vitamin C in other ways. You can give vitamin C with 1/4 of an orange, just a couple of slices of orange, And red pepper is very rich in vitamin C too. And there are some online resources to find the vegetables and fruits highest in vitamin C. So you could look that up. If you're going to supplement, there is a liquid. I like liquid vitamin C the best. It can be given with a syringe or a dropper. You give it directly into the guinea pig's mouth and you know that that guinea pig is getting its vitamin C every day. You can also get it in tablet form if the guinea pig will eat the tablets. You can break it up, you can get 100 milligram vitamin C tablet, break that into quarters and make sure the guinea pig eats a quarter a day, or you can assist by giving it to the guinea pig every day. So that is the vitamin C issue.
I give my boys green pepper, a slice of green pepper every morning, and I think that has a lot of vitamin C. Is that a good way to get them their daily supply?
I personally believe in giving them their vitamin C in their vegetables. So green pepper is also a very good source of vitamin C. It isn't quite as high as the red, but it's perfectly acceptable. Cilantro is also another choice.
If you have multiple guinea pigs in one cage, how do you ensure that each are getting their lot?
So if you have a big herd, how do you ensure they're all getting their vitamin C? That would be quite challenging to make sure, but if you have a herd and you put a lot of the vitamin C vegetables in there, I would say it's just through observation. If you know that one of your guinea pigs never eats the orange, never goes close to the red pepper or green pepper, then you may consider just giving the extra vitamin C to that one guinea pig. So we're going to talk a little bit about housing.